Hi, my name is Michael Adam Fathauer, and this is my testimony here at Mehrabad at the Meher Pilgrimage Retreat. I am here because of my perfect master, John McCaig, and I wouldn't be here without John McCaig explaining the details of our reality that we live in, because we're not told the true nature of our reality. So I came on a spiritual pilgrimage so that I could meet with God. John McCaig has a series of videos explaining his experience and the actions that he's executed, and the experiences that he had were because of his actions. So you can read about God until you've gone through every resource, or until you're blue in the face, and still not experience God. So what I'd like to say is that I got to where I am right now without reading much about God. God Speaks is still something that I'm working through. The Bible, I barely know anything about the Bible, but in my heart, I know what God feels like. So people would say that God is pure love, and I would agree. However, God has a shadow side, and God's shadow side is what is creating the suffering. So God is the pusher and the puller, and I've experienced a lot of the pushing, what we would consider negative. So I've I've experienced a lot of suffering, and now I am experiencing more of God's love. And not to say I won't suffer any longer, or I won't have any hardships that come up, but now that I'm navigating more clearly on the fact that we're in a 64-year time loop, and the age that we're in is only 64 years. So Meher Baba is called the Great Awakener of the age, but he died and dropped his body in 1969, just as this time loop was starting. So John McCaig has reached Christ consciousness before any other man, and what that means is he's using the spiritual pilgrimages to show anyone that wants to learn how to get God, or how to get to God and how to experience God faster, because on our own it's I would admit that I think it's impossible to get to God without a perfect master or a guru. So John McCaig has offered this spiritual pilgrimage, and myself and 5 others have accepted that offer and come to India. It started off at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina at the Meher Spiritual Center, where I experienced God's bliss. I was at peace. I won't get too far off into the peace thing, but basically we are in duality, but God himself is not duality. God is the only truth that there is. So learning how to get close to God is, compared to me, it's comparable to separation consciousness and non-duality, because just recently I went through Taoism and those principles on trying to quiet the mind, and I realized that you can't quiet the mind. And then shortly after running through Taoism, which is it's a great experience, but what I realize is that the quieter the mind is, the easier it is to receive God's messages. So I ended up right back with Jesus Christ, realizing that to quiet the mind, you actually will say your God's or your Creator's name over and over again, and you'll brainwash yourself in a good way and cleanse the mind with God's name. So I've experienced cleansing the mind with God's name, and now I'm working on not saying anything in my mind, so that way I can receive God's will or God's directives. So 3 days ago, when I visited Meher Baba's Samadhi. Samadhi is a term that people can reach Samadhi if they really try through meditation, I suppose. But I didn't try anything at the Samadhi tomb, Meher Baba's resting place where his remains are. So I had been through the tomb and I had gotten down on my knees probably 3 times. And besides feeling happy and feeling, just basically feeling happy and feeling like I'm where I'm supposed to be, I didn't really experience too much beyond that. But the 4th time that I had gone into Meher Baba's tomb, that is literally named Samadhi, I got down on my knees and I put my forehead on Meher Baba's tomb, which I would say is like putting my head on his feet, and basically surrendering in the spiritual hierarchy to Meher Baba's tomb. And I had immediately, when I put my forehead to the tomb, I experienced, like if you were to drop a pebble in some water, you can see the ripple effect, and you see several rings rippling outwardly. Not my temple, but everybody says pineal gland, but right here in between my eyes, from that center point out, I was seeing and experiencing like an energy vortex, but it was like rings or ripples of white light, very bright light. So I had shared that experience with John McCaig, and he was saying that I was experiencing the subtle realm and basically experiencing a form of energy that is God, but not necessarily seeing God's face. There is someone here on the trip, on the pilgrimage trip with us, that got to see Jesus Christ's face and Meher Baba's face. So I'm not able to, and this isn't something that I just close, because if I close my eyes, I can picture what Meher Baba looks like. I can picture what Jesus Christ looks like, but I did not actually see them when I had my eyes closed and my forehead to the tomb, but I did experience God's energy, and I was able to see a formless interpretation of God 100%. So when I lifted my head off the tomb, it stopped, and of course I wanted more of it. I wanted to try it again, so I put my forehead back down on the tomb, and I didn't experience it again. And I've been in the tomb, the Samadhi tomb, probably 10 times since then, and it hasn't happened again. But each time I go in there, I especially this morning, I just felt like a child. I felt really light and very excited about the experience. I'm taking it all in and really thoroughly enjoying this whole experience. I don't even have Wi-Fi or any kind of international data plan. I'm not talking to anyone really. But what I would like to say is that if anyone out there listening to this is skeptical about these principles and these actions that you have to take in order to experience God and to get closer to God, I would say that John McCaig is 100% a perfect master. His work has never had any holes in it. Nothing he's ever said has never been a lie. I purchased a trust through Liberty Aid Academy, signed a trust which is a pact with Jesus Christ, and my life has changed ever since then. I would also like to say that anyone that's listening to this, if you've done psychedelics before, I don't know what kind of experiences you've had, But shortly after signing the pact with Jesus Christ, I did a light dosage of magic mushrooms, and I experienced Christhood, or the rainbow body. If you see images of Buddha or different avatars that might have the rainbow wheel behind them, that rainbow wheel is actually called the rainbow body, and that is just Christ consciousness. So shortly after signing the trust with Jesus Christ, or the pact with Jesus Christ, and becoming a trustee of God, an indentured servant of God, I had done a light dosage of psilocybin or magic mushrooms, and I mean just the slightest bit. I was still working and driving and doing chores and things like that, so it wasn't anything that incapacitated me. It wasn't something that I was experiencing that wasn't there. And I've tried mushrooms before, like several times within a 15-year span, maybe more than that. You know, I don't do it all the time, but I was doing it here and there. And shortly after the trust signing, I tried the mushrooms, and everything I looked at, I was looking at it through a sphere-shaped rainbow. So I was the center point, and it was just infinite spheres of the different colors or spectrums of the rainbow. And I remember experiencing bliss and being so happy, but I know that I was getting a glimpse of the subtle realm because of the mushrooms heightening my senses, my visual senses. So I just wanted to mention that. So I don't want to reincarnate again, and I'm working my hardest to perform the actions that please God so that I can not reincarnate again, because thinking about reincarnating is actually my greatest fear. But then at the same time, the best I can do is do what I'm doing and not worry, because worrying isn't helping. And if you are in a state of worry, then you are without God's love. God's love can, will, and does remove all fear. So that's my testimony in a nutshell. If anyone out there is considering a winter pilgrimage and you missed this one, I don't know if John McCaig will do another one, but if he does offer another winter pilgrimage, it's in your best interest to get to God through a perfect master. And if you have the opportunity, please do it for your own good. And God bless you. Praise Jesus Christ, and Jai Meher Baba. Thank you very much.